Okay. Let's do that. I will back it up for me a little. Okay. Yeah. Let's get the tiki-taki. Hi, YouTube. Hello. Okay. Hello, hello, hello. We are live in all places. Well, in all places, it's just 3: YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. And I'm just coming in to do. This is a magic from yesterday. I'm just coming in to do like a little reading. I was supposed to do the reading yesterday, and I was a little disobedient. So here I am. Because you can always sense when your people's is a little bit over you. Okay? And were they or are they? I think that's actually a part of the message, right? Because I have this keen sense, and also like talking to people in my tribe, like that something is coming, and it's not any secret. Like you can tell that things are getting racy. Things were already as racy, but now they're getting redonkulous, And I just want to do a reading about like with this energy, because it can be very scary, but I feel like there's something that we need to know and that we're not paying attention to. I'm now open to channeling. Please let the message in. Yeah, there's something that we need to understand about who we are, what we're doing here. Yeah. Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm. You've been hearing those of little faith, you know. Um, well, love or chances that are in the beginning, right? New opportunities in the beginning, we can kind of judge them wrong and think that they are more of history repeating, right? Instead of concentrating on the fact that we that this we're experiencing something new. Hmm. But what is it that we don't know? Okay, patience, patience. Mm. Yeah, it's not time to be alone anymore. I know that that is very true. I mean, the Hermit is here, but it's followed up by this reverse 5 of Wands. And I think that a lot of the faculties inside of ourselves, a lot of our emotions and our thought, our complexes, I think that they are lining up in a way that is favorable for us. Um, and there's a big focus on not judging the self for who you have to be in the time period, right? Because you don't know what spirits intentions are. You don't know like where you're supposed to be really. Honestly, we just have a good guess. We're like, what do you want to be when you grow up? And we say like, I want to be a fireman. But where we end up eventually or even during our lives is something totally different from where we project to go, right? So, again, I just want to say don't judge those new beginnings. I know that it feels like, oh my God, you guys, I'm going to be honest with you. I've been trying to like kind of like self degradate. I have like a new position and I've been kind of like self degradating and like kind of like like minimizing it and stuff when in actuality this is an accomplishment and I should be very proud of myself. So I feel like that's just an example for what it's like here and what they're talking about. It's like a new ooh, but then what does that look like, right? The aesthetics of having a new beginning, but then playing it down, right? Acting like it's not anything. And yeah, you know that you're excited that it's there, but what is it? What's the pattern that could get stuck? The pattern that could get stuck is not having appreciation for what you've been given. Ooh, dang, Jaden. Because the truth is that the lonely night is over. The dark night of the soul is over for this collective that I'm reading for. And the reverse five of wands, it's like things twining together. I see like a human that is like a tree stump and like it's like before they were all splayed and like but then they like came together and started winding around each other. It looks like that whipping tree from Harry Potter. And it's very like that. Like it's like we have woven ourselves and all of our faculties together, right? Convalescing all of our experience. Is that the right word? um compulating all, like compiling, there you go, compiling all of our experiences and lessons that we've had to learn into one being. And I think that we are here witnessing that one being coming to life. So we definitely don't want to um we definitely don't want to squabble this opportunity. We definitely do not want to destroy the opportunities that Spirit has created for us when we are having new opportunities to grow, right? This is a new being. Every single day, you are a new person, you know? What else, Spirit? This card that flipped. Hmm. What about that? It's the Sorrow card. Ooh, dang. Okay, okay. I want you to notice that I don't know if you see this, that this fell sideways like that. YouTube can see it. But this card just jutted out over here. So we're taking that. Um, my sideways cards, me and Spirit know that that's my reversed. Okay, okay. So this is we took the long route, right? You get the sorrow card and you're sad and you're learning lessons. That's what this is, right? The card is understanding the lessons. Sometimes when lessons are learned, we don't have an opportunity to um, have some closure, right? Sometimes it's a rough chop, and you're left with sorrow, holding your heart in your hands, and that is what this card is about. Okay. This card is about learning the lessons now, right? And so now that you've learned it, it's actually a good card, right? Because it's a card of creation, right? Three is the number of creation. And then we get a reverse Seven of Swords, which is normally the card of getting away with murder, right? And so we're hitting it on reverse because we took the long route. We took the route less traveled. Whatever the collective is that I'm reading this for, we took the road less traveled. And so because of that, and because we had to put up with the many nights of, our friends going out and us not, and us, like, pulling in those study hours, or, those creation hours where you're creating your business, right? Where you're spending that time doing things not like how society would like it to be done. And that's what this is about. We took the long road, right? And then, I guess I could just like that. And then this one juts out over here, the Seven of Cups. Now, why would the Seven of Cups come out here to the Page of Cups like that? Now, both of these sevens came out at the same time, right? I didn't even realize that. This is Seven of Swords. So it's like the mind is kind of like battling the heart here with the cups, right? Now, Seven of Cups, this is like multiple beginnings, so many opportunities. As you see on this card, there's good things and bad things, right? And so that is, hold on, for a second. Mm, okay, so I'm being asked to not be fake. I'm being asked to take the sugar off. Um, if we overthink this, we can fuck ourselves up. Okay? Just like that's just what it is. If we overthink this, then we can't. It's possible. It's possible for us to really, really fuck ourselves up and over because there's so many different things here. Everything there is not. Look at the snake. You want that one? Do you want the death cup? No. Do you want the lotus? Maybe you want that one. The heart, right? The wreath. This is like success. So what's going on here is that we're in a bit of a fork in the road, if you will, right? And at this fork in the road, we can decide where we want to go. Do you want to go down, because you already went the road less traveled, but now we come to another fork. And on one side, there's patience because we're starting a new self. This is a new beginning, and we have to exhibit the patience. But then on the other side, there's this um, there is like troubles and more lessons. You know what I'm saying? The other side is kind of like more sorrow. And and I don't want you to like have a fear of this, like, oh my god, that's scary. It's not that. It's like you're just pushing your lessons off to another time, or bringing them closer. You know what I'm saying? Because the truth is I don't know if you realize this, but this is living life here on earth. This is a school. You know what I'm saying? We're learning how to be who ourselves, and we're learning how to be okay with ourselves, right? Learning how to um, transmute the experiences and the lessons that we take on, the deaths that we have. I tell everybody all the time, being a human is suffering multiple deaths in the cycle of a year, right? We're always going in and going out, and of life and death and rebirth. So I think that, okay, let's keep going, because I know that this is supposed to go a little deeper. This reading is supposed to go a little deeper than this. Just, a new beginning. It's not time to be by yourself anymore. Do I want to take that? Yeah. What else? These lessons that we've been learning, we've been taking the road less traveled, you guys. And so because we've been taking that, it's kind of like, mm, judgment, hearing that call. Whoa. Okay. 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 The lesson. Okay, so this is what you did not get away with murder. You did not, because that's the thing, is that you. How do I say? How do I say that? I can't say that. You did not. You didn't try to get away with murder. Like you didn't try to obfuscate and get out of having to do the work. And so now you're hearing that calling where it's telling you, hey, this is for you. I don't care what you got to do, just do it. That's why I'm here doing these cards, right? Is because, ain't nobody watching me, but like, well, it's like a few people, but like literally it's for me because this helps me. And I love to do this, and I love doing this, for people. So the judgment card is hearing the call, right? You're understanding that I have a calling here. I need to do something. And I'm telling you, you know what, this is what I'm going to explain to you this. Because Sunday, I knew for a fact that I was supposed to do a reading. I knew that for 100% certainty I was supposed to do a reading. And did I? No. And subsequently, my ancestors had attitude today. I was trying to give them like their food, and baby, ancestral. Everybody is normally dancing around, and we sing a special song like when I come in there, and like that was crazy. Like everybody it was like a little ghost town. Like I was like, what's up? And I looked at everybody and like, some faces were just like disappointed. So I was like, let me get this video done because y'all really want me to say this. And yeah, like they want us to they, right? The they is our spirit team, right? Our higher self, our ancestors, our spirit guides, our elementals, our angels and Orisha, right? And so what they want for us is our benevolent purpose to be recognized here on earth in the physical. And so now we are hearing that calling. I'm telling you, it's so crazy because and there's something about doubles. Something about doubles that's happening in this. Yeah, I'm picking it up. I'm picking up what you're putting down, Spirit. But there's something about doubles, right? I have both of these. Y'all watch this come out. I have both of these aces on either side of this 8 of Wands, okay? Fire versus so the fire is, let me tell you something, right? That's what that last full moon was about. It was about us keeping that fire, that Leo full moon. It was about us keeping that fire replenished and making sure that we're doing what we have to do in order to make that fire live, right? And live through us, because that is that special piece of creator that you are, that you have to work with in this lifetime. Like, it's a beautiful thing. And this Ace of Wands is referencing that, right? Then we have the Ace of Pentacles, which is like physical well-being, wealth, right? It's very the physical world, right? The physical realm, our environment and situation is changing fast. You see that the way that this is flying, that it's that's what the 8 of Wands means. It means that this is coming fast, and this is coming at us very fast because your voice needs to be heard. Now that I'm here, now that we've done with this, I can hear that it's like this is you and your voice is being heard. I'm hearing you being the one who is making that call for some reason. You're making some call, right? um and I know, because I'm having the moment too. Like, whoa, whoa, whoa! It sounds like you're like, you're giving me a lot here, huh? But don't get scared. No fear, you guys. Like, literally, what is for you is for you. And the collective that I'm reading right now, we don't need to be scared of the new the new opportunities and the new beginnings that are coming our way, because this is something that we fought for. This is something that you've been dealing with for a long time. It's time to come out the closet. Hey, It's time to come out the closet. All right. It's time to stop being alone. You can do it. Okay. Mm, mm. Let's keep going. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Whoop. Oh, the jump out, baby. Oh, and that's success. That's the Six of Wands. Y'all, what? Y'all told me it was gonna be a deep ass reading now. Am I not digging deep enough? Okay, let's go into the whole like because I'm seeing the doubles. Let's try to get into that first of all. Obviously, the Eight of Wands is the thing that we just got. We just got the two aces, right? We saw that these two came out at the same time. Remember the two sevens, right? And then what was it? Ooh. Oh, I was saying in my mind, but I didn't say it out loud, that this is the youngest person and the oldest person of these two courts. The youngest person is talking about that new beginning. It is trying to learn how to fucking walk, right? It's trying to learn how to talk. It's trying to learn who they are in the night, right? But the older person is making the judgment calls, right? The older person is saying, this is not so good, this is, right? And I think we just have to make sure that we are being as patient as possible. I have been getting the Seven of Coins like all the time, and it's because it's requiring patience. We are requiring patience. If it comes out, then you know why. If it comes out, you know why. That's three sets of double. I'm counting the sevens, the Seven of Swords and the Seven of Cups. I'm counting the two aces definitely. Let me just explain to you something else. The aces are like if God is handing you something themselves, right? If God is just like, hey, here you go. This is specifically for you. You know what I'm saying? So you never want to turn that down. You never want to turn that down. I'm seeing success in the situation. I think that it's time to move on to maybe a deeper subject. You know what I'm saying? I hope that you enjoyed that portion. So, the bottom line about this reading was that there are new beginnings and you are not to sell them down the river Styx. You are not to think of these new beginnings as, it's nothing. No, it could be everything because right now you've been working at something for a very long time, you guys. And the collective that I'm reading for, they have been working they have been working very hard. Wow, okay. I mean, okay, this is the Queen of Cups. Ooh, all right. Queen of Oh, not the Queen of Cups. It's the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. Asian. Wag, 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 wag. Yeah, because that's its beginning. Okay, so um remember before that we had the three, right? And I was saying the three is the number of creation. Well, each queen in the suit they create things, and each king they judge things, right? And so this is the queen, which is like create the creator of the physical, right? The physical world. There is some great shit coming our way. And it's something that you have been creating, that you have been working on. Eight of Swords work. That's why I started singing Rihanna, right? And the Three of Wands is about it growing, and this is fostering. Again, I keep on seeing that tree, that like whipping willow thing. Is that what it is from Harry Potter? I keep on seeing that because that's what I'm seeing, right? This is like a bridge that it's serving to hop over these crazy rapid waters, right? Oh, do you see that? there's like a bridge that these three wands are creating, and it's like the bird is able to like just walk over, because it's about growing things off the ground, right? Growing things from the ground up, letting things coagulate together. Ooh, that's what we're supposed to be doing. And um, oh man, I feel such like somebody has such fear. You know what I'm saying? I do feel that. I do feel that. And girl, I'm scared too. No shade. I am like the world is scary. The world is freaking scary, you guys. I am scared of things too. But wait, before I even start, what about the fear spirit? What about the spirits? What about Page of Pentacles? Okay, 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 okay. Mm. It's for us to worry about what we can and what we can't do, right? So if you can't do something, then you shouldn't be worrying about it. Now, I'll say that, and tomorrow I will be doing that. I will not be doing that, okay? Because literally that shit is harder said than done. You know what I'm saying? Oy. Oh my God, spirit. Like, if you can't change it, then you have to let it rock. And I know that it's like, you don't want to scratch. Like when you have that one itch and you're just like, "Ugh, I gotta scratch," and you end up scratching the skin off, making it raw or something. Like, we have to remember that you gotta let it breathe. Okay. You gotta let it breathe. Um, and keep working. That's why I think that it was the Page of Pentacles, because it's saying to keep working on what you're working on. That thing that you're creating is about to be the bedrock in which you stand on, the ground that you're looking for. Okay? It's about to be the bedrock. And I know that people in here are just like, whatever, Jay, like whatever. But it's the truth. Oh my God. It's the truth. Ten of Cups. It's about to be the bedrock in which you stand on, y'all. And Nine of Pentacles. Not everything is coming out. I'm going to tell you the honest truth. When this Page of Pentacles came out, behind it was the King of Pentacles. And now here we are. Knight of Pentacles here. We got the son, the mother, and the daughter. Knight of Pentacles is doing things. What? With patience. Doing things fully, doing things. How do I say this? I'm trying to make like this word. It's like you don't cut corners, because you understand that that is wasted time in the future, right? And so that's what the Knight of Coins is about, right? That's coming out after that 10 cups. The 10 cups is like, baby, this is the warmth that you see in your mind. That's what this is, y'all. This is what's coming, and it's if we can make sure to only worry about the things that we can change, only worry about the things that we can do, because there's nothing else to be worried about. What else are you gonna do, hun? You can't do anything about it. And I think that it's a lesson from spirit to be able to accept that, put up with it, and just, that's what that's for. Hmm. Okay, okay, okay. What about the Knight of Cups here? What about that Knight of Cups? Courage. Courage of the Knight of Cups. Courage. Courage of the Knight of Cups. Oh, okay, okay, okay. So the Knight of Cups is like the boy from school that does poetry, and that takes courage, right? The untraditional male, the one that is okay with having emotions, that's the Knight of Cups, right? So we're going to have to be okay with the world you know, trying to bully us because we don't, we're not doing the same thing that they're doing. Am I right? Am I wrong? Well, the thing is, okay, what did you say? Yeah, having the courage to be that person who is different, to be that person who is not the traditional type. Like, literally, do you understand that what's traditional for this world, especially for like masculine people in this world, is to like not be human? No shade, okay? It is because it's like you're taught not to have emotions. You're taught like that like you can't change your mind or else you're stupid, right? You're taught all of these things, and then, well, I won't even go farther down that route, but I will say that it's about being able to be the one that's different, being able to stand out and understand that you're supposed to stand out, that that's what you're supposed to do, right? For my girls out there, that you were maybe a little stronger than they thought that a girl should be. Maybe you are a little, that would be your Knight of Cups, right? That your Knight of Cups self, it plays up at different echelons of the self, right? It plays up to, it plays your Knight of Cups looks different than my Knight of Cups, but we're learning the same lesson here, and that is to stand up for that self that's different. Okay, and can that self get you in trouble sometimes? Yes, because sometimes we're just being what's it called? You're just being anti, you know what I'm saying? You're just being anti, you're just trying to go against, sometimes it can get us in trouble because we're trying to do that or we get stuck into that pattern of doing that. But what this is talking about is rightfully taking that place as who we are and being that Knight of Cups. Be your weird self, you guys. I hate to have to give such a cliche message, but be yourself. It's time to be yourself, okay? It's not time to shrink back. It's time to really like say what you mean. Say what you mean. Say what it is. You know what I'm saying? Because let's see. Is there anything else on? Whoa. Okay. Yeah. Wheel of Fortune. Because what goes up must come down, and what is down will go up. All right. So I know that if you were like me, we just like I am just now coming out of like, girl, Night of the Soul, Night of the Dark Night of the Soul, for real, for real. And for those of us who are not like me with seasonal depression, um, I'm sure that this was a very long winter. Okay. And the world is going nuts and going crazy. Um, and I think that's also what it's about too. Remember I was saying before, if you can't change anything, you have to just leave it there, right? For right now. I know that in my mind, I know for a fact that the businesses that I'm going to take on in the future, they are as a benefit to my community, right? And so everybody knowing that about your business, what you're the one. You're the one. No one's going to do it but you. No one's going to do it but you. So the lessons that you get, the lessons that, wow, I've really learned I have to take care of myself. That's like you got to keep going with that. You know what I'm saying? You have got to keep going forward. Those lessons, they curve us who we are. They carve out our being, okay? Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of, hatred in the world, and there's a lot of just just evil, out there. But what we can do is we can know for a fact that what we're trying to do is help. You know what I'm saying? As long as we know for a fact that what we're doing is benevolent and on the up and up, baby, then that's what it has to be. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? We just have to make sure that, I always say in some of my, magics, like, Benefit to all, harm to none. Because there should be no harm done. That was not supposed to rhyme. Oh, thank you. Okay, let's see about an oracle card, okay? Because these two messages were really dope. How many time? What's our time like? We've been here for 34 minutes. The unexpected. Oh my goodness, baby. And I want one more, Spirit, please. I kind of felt like that card right there. Okay. The unexpected. Let's read it. You guys, my oracle cards are by Queen of the Moon Oracle. These are some great fucking cards. No, they did not pay me, but baby, these cards are magical. Oh, magical. No matter how well you plan, there is always room for the unexpected to occur. Build your resilience as rare occurrences can happen. A visitor you have not seen in a long time may re-enter your life. Baby, don't tell me this. After I was just thinking about aliens today. Don't say this. Like literally, okay, I know I sound crazy, but no, honestly, that's not the craziest thing you've heard of this week, right? So the unexpected, right? No matter how you plan, that's exactly what it was just saying, right? That's exactly what I was just saying. If you can't change anything, if you can't change something, then all you can do is just go forward, move forward, okay? Because we can't change it. Unexpected things happen all the time. We just have to build our resilience, okay? We just have to build ourselves up and know for a fact that you're doing things benevolently. Now, obviously, right? We know that there are people in this world who are making moves saying that they are doing things for benevolent purposes, and it's not true. We know that. Wow, the next card that I have is actually resilience. Wow, that's the next card. Because we have got to build up this resilience. Let's see what this says. This is 21, right? Making mistakes builds resilience. Oh my goodness. I mean, that's what an oracle card is, right? An oracle card is something that sums up your reading, just like, gives it all to you all at once, like a big old punch, right? But that is what we were just talking about. These lessons that we have learned, you guys. We have learned them. Now it's about us trusting ourselves that we have learned them and moving forward um when we can't do anything, right? Because of these and the collective that I'm reading this for, you have decided, that's the part that I might not have said. You have decided that because you have gone through this lesson, that now you're going to make it harder for other people to have to go through that lesson. And how are you doing that? By making sure that you are doing something antithetical, against that horrible thing that you faced, right? You got to be doing something that swings in the way of that stops that shit from happening. I don't want people to have to live a life like how Jayden had to live. Like I've went through some things, y'all. If y'all know my story, some people know my story. I've gone through some things, and the reason why I want to do things for the trans community, especially those of color who are spiritual, is not just because that's my representation. It is because I've lived this life. I've lived this life. I've been trans, I've been black, I've been femme. And so because of that, I know for a fact that I don't want others to have to go through the things that I've gone through. You know what I'm saying? Having to be out on 8th Avenue, honey. Baby, I hate that people had to experience that. That people have to experience that. And being sexually assaulted out there happens all the time, multiple times, right? And those are lessons that I have learned that say to me, hey, I now need to make sure that other people don't have to live this reality, right? And even though, what am I seeing every day that I go down to my clinic or something? I'm seeing other trans gay people of color, queer people of color that are going through it on the streets, just like I was. Okay, I just got here to this apartment in 2015, honey. We're just closing up this 10 years. We just closed up. It's like 11 years now, right? And it's just like, but I have to understand that the reason why I'm here is to help these people. But if I'm just gonna give and give and give, I'm not building up my resilience. I'm not building up, the thing that's going to build me. I'm not letting myself be built, right? So I have to make sure that I keep on building this resilience. Making mistakes builds resilience. I have learned my lessons from the mistakes I have made. I stand strong. I am an adult. I act with self responsibility. Oh my God, I am strong and resilient. So it's because we've gone through these things that now we can look back and say, babe, I'm strong enough to handle this. Give me two more. Give me two more because I can take it, babe. I done been on this road for too long. You know what I'm saying? And so since I've been there, I know what I can take and what I can't. I know what I can take. Lastly, hunger. I love this card. Y'all know I love wolves. This is hunger. Okay? Let's read this. I remember this. Feed the good and hope. Feed the good and hope within you. There will always be a lean part of the cycle. Wow. There will always be a lean part of the cycle. Prosperity will come. Do not let your hunger blindly dictate your actions entirely. I recognize all that I hunger for. Wow. Okay, so wow, this is kind of like, right? 1, 2, 3. While we're out there building up these lessons, building up this resilience that we're getting from these lessons that we're learning, right? By things that were unexpected, prosperity comes when we don't let when we don't give in to our hunger blindly. Huh? Okay. So the prosperity comes because the thing is that we will get in our own way because we get too driven and focused on that one goal. I want to say this also, babe. Oh my God. The amounts of times that I have not done a reading because I didn't have makeup on, or because I felt like I looked doodah, right? Because I felt like I didn't want to see a camera, or because I felt like I didn't have enough faith to talk to you guys. You know what I'm saying? In myself and in my craft. And the truth is that every time I have ever done a reading, it's not about me. Like, it's not about you know what I'm saying? So we get in our own way. I use myself as an example because I be tripping, and I know everybody be tripping too, and that helps. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know that you sometimes sell yourself down the river Styx because you don't realize. Hold on. Yeah, you get into your way, and you start to think, I deserve this, I've been working so hard. We're losing what we said we were here for originally, right? And so that's the purpose of it all, is that we have to make sure that we recognize our hunger, what we are hungering for. I am trying to quit a few things, okay? There's some things that I'm quitting. But if I'm going to say, oh, I just want this so bad, then it's like I'm just going to let myself have it all the time, right? So we have to make sure that we are holding back where we have to hold back. Excuse me. Oh, okay. So let's do some knick-knack, paddywhacks, and give dog bones. Oh my God. Okay, wait. I'm trying not to look. Blah 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 blah. I need to have like a song for when I'm picking these things out. Like if I had a song for when I'm picking these, that would be dope. And no, I want that. Ooh, that one. What do we got here? Okay, so the first thing I see is this key with the heart on it. Okay. This key was over here at Page of Pentacles land, and it was faced the other way. But let's think about this. I actually have a piece of jewelry that are two hearts and they wrap around each other. And I gave them to all my besties. And when I leave the house, I'm always saying that my heart is protected. No, it's not locked. I have a heart, but it's protected, right? And I just want to say that this Page of Pentacles, right? Protect what it is that you've done. That your accomplishment, it doesn't matter what you think your accomplishment should be. The accomplishment has been accomplished. So baby, snaps. Snaps are in order. And they're for you. They're for you. Your heart doesn't have to be unlocked and unsafe just to give yourself the credit that you deserve, right? You do deserve it. Now, what is this? 1, 2, 3. I don't know if this is like an oil canister or like a baby bottle. I don't know what that is, y'all. I don't know what that is. Can you see like wait, uh, that's not gonna help. This is like I don't know if it's like a baby bottle or what. I don't know what it is. I'm gonna read it two-way. Yeah, I'm gonna read it as a baby bottle actually. Well, it doesn't really matter, does it? Because whether you're oiling a machine to keep it running or whether you're giving a baby sustenance, right? You're giving them sustenance so they can keep going. Because I just see like there's like if you look up close, there's like these little notches and they have 1, 2, 3 on them. It's actually really cute. And this fell over here, kind of in line with this also. A well-oiled machine is building up that resilience and can run, right? And I would say that that well-oiled machine, yes, even though it is collecting mileage, that mileage that we have, it is a good thing. We are in this very colonized world where we're taught that the new thing is better and that the younger that we are is the best. And that is just false, right? We know that when we've experienced what we've experienced on while living, that we are creating taste within our vine, creating taste in our in sweetness and new, like, how do I say this? It's like we're making our fruit taste even better. We're refining ourselves. Yes. We are refining ourselves as we learn the lessons, as we do the things that we have to do to be who we are, as we survive into that next moment, letting loose of things that are too heavy, and then coming home to ourselves, like literally understanding that like have you ever talked to yourself like for real gingerly and been like, girl, you really did that, like I'm very proud of you, like, and then like been like, oh shit, I'm like talking to myself, it's those types of moments when I mean coming home to yourself. And I'm not surprised that up here I'm seeing work 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 work. You see me at it, work 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 work. La, 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 la. Because this is, I'm showing you the card, but I'm not talking because I'm singing. This is the work card. This is 8 of coins, and it's talking about that work, getting that work in. I'm not going to lie to you, you guys. There's a lot of work to be done. There's a lot of work to be done. I thought I threw like 4 things out, but I guess not. Yeah. So that was it. Thank you. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Hi, Jenny Benny. Hi, Tashi Washi. Hi, Josie Posey. Hello. Hi, everybody. I hope that you enjoyed that reading. Oh, now it's been time. I didn't even do like a starting meditation because again, you guys, like I just wanted to begin because I've been procrastinating coming back to the reading table and needs not to be done because I love doing this so freaking much. Hi, YouTube. Okay, so this is I have a new improved version of it, but this, for lack of better purpose, is my versatile magic herb bouquets. There's 6 different flavors. There is Love Goddess, Love Come to Me. There's Money Mob, Need Money Mob. There is Growth and Expansion, Ancestors, and Cutting Ties with Beautiful Lies. There we go. So there's 6 different flavors. What you get in it is, I had a list yesterday, but let's see if I remember. So it's the candle, it's the feather, it is the cascarilla, it is the coal, right? It is the holy water, it is camphor. Camphor is like a tree wax. You put that on the coal along with this dry rub that I'm about to give you, honey. Yeah, and then the sigil, right? So the sigil, you now these are my old sigils. The old sigils didn't have anything that you can put the stuff in the back, but the new sigils they do. They're very very cute. They're very very nice. Um, and yeah, like it's very powerful. I wish I no, I honestly do wish that I was just saying that. But that's what it is. Oh, all right. So that is all I have for you. Thank you so much for stopping in. I love you so much. Thank you. It's gonna take me 1,000,005 years to shut down all of the lives. So time for some awkward bye. Okay, there's YouTube.